Hello dear students, let's start next lecture. Today's lecture number 12. The theme of our lecture is population ecology of animals, main characteristics of the population. The plan today's lecture is the term, what is the term population, and the main characteristics of population. The purpose of the lecture is to form students knowledge about the ecological structure of population. So first, what is a population? Population is it's from the Latin language, began to change in nature science written from the end of the 18th century, but until middle of the 20th century, it had very broad meaning, denoting any group of individuals. So, studies of the dynamics of the number of living organisms required of classification of this concept. So, population is the group of individuals which live in the same area and the same land. So, we call this individual group a population. Currently, the following approach in standard, a population means a self-reproducing group of individuals of same species inhabiting a certain space and forming an independent genetic system. So, these are the definition of the population. Each population has two groups of properties. First is biological properties and a group of properties inherent. Biological group properties inherent in both the population and its constituent individuals. Biological properties characterize the life cycle of the population as well individual grows and their reproduces. Next property is a group of individuals as a whole. Group of properties is they are fertility, mortality, age structure, characterizes the population as a system. They are meaningless when applied to individuals. Variants of the ecological structure is a structure of population. The characteristics bisexual, age, spatial, and ecological structure. The first structure is sexual structure, is the numerical ratio in the population of individuals of different types. If the species is not characterized by the separation of female or male, there is no need to talk about these types of structure, but it is necessary to keep in mind the structure of the crosses. So, in most animals, a single individual can produce gametes of only one type, which means the gonochorism take place at the same time. In addition to primary sexual characteristics, we divided into the two groups. They are male and female. So is the sexual structure of population. But in other case we have such animals which have both of these structure in this body. So they are called hermaphroditism. Hermaphroditism is a widespread phenomenon in the animal world. This type of population individuals produce gametes of both types in their organism. So different products are produced simultaneously through hermaphroditism. At the same time, most animal species have mechanisms that prevent self-fertilization or reduce its likelihood. In this picture, you can see the types of animals which include in the hermaphroditism. Age structure of population. This is the next structure. Any living organisms exist in space and in time. The time factor plays a huge role in the life of animals. Which age living creatures change their biological characteristics, their requirements, their habitat change, their reproduction, and the other living characteristics. So the age structure of population is the most, one of the most important structure in this case. These are the next structure. It's a generation and the offspring. Generation is the direct offspring of the born during of reproductive period. The generation duration in endothermic animals is equal to the reproduced age of animals for this population, and the offspring is simultaneously born of the certain groups of individuals. So with multiply reproduction, one group of animals may have several offspring and for them in this population. So, dear students, in this lecture we studied about the structure of population, and we give definition for the word population. So I think it's enough for today. Thank you. Goodbye.